Yeah.
I was involved in making the flyers, putting it together, and inviting students to come to the event. I publicized it through the career mail, posted on Facebook, just emailed a bunch of counselors to ask them to send the word out to their students. And by word of mouth, we had a pretty good turnout, so I'm pretty happy.
So we decided to put this event together, the professional development event, because we thought that this would be a really great opportunity for students such as, in particular, the engineers or the pre-meds who don't get as much networking exposure as perhaps majors such as the business major. Tonight we have so many different workshops, table etiquette, which everyone can benefit from, and interview essentials, along with networking tips, and literally no matter what field you're in, we had a speaker for you.
Good evening, my name is Lisa Fay and I'm a third-year student at Cal. It's my absolute delight and honor to welcome you all to UC Berkeley's professional development event this evening, hosted by the Cal Mentorship Program. Tonight we have a number of distinguished professionals, all of whom are Cal alumni mentors, leading different workshops to provide you with the tools that will better prepare you to succeed in any professional settings. We hope that you will walk away with the knowledge and skills that will help you become the best possible candidate in any field that you wish to pursue in the near future. Please give a great round of applause for the Executive Director of the California Alumni Association, Tap Koo.
Things. Be prepared. It's really easy to find out little things about the person you're going to talk to. Where they went to school, are they married, do they have kids, something that you can bring up with them that connects you. I've already mentioned this. Be sincere. Let there be no confusion. Over the long haul and the short haul, people can tell if you're not. So come from a place where they know you're sincere.
I think they could be greatly benefited by things like dinner etiquette skills, networking, cocktail party skills, and other things how to behave during interviews and really special and important occasions. And I just want to kind of give them confidence. I think that's really what's important.
So I worked with 3 other Cal students, Michael, Jessica, and Lisa, and we did all of the logistics for the event. All the sessions that you saw, all of the speakers, all of the paraphernalia, the marketing paraphernalia, we all set that up and we all coordinated it. And I think it was just a very cohesive project where we were all able to contribute our strengths and just make this event a success.
But always be prepared. When you go in there, they're expecting you to be able to talk about yourself. So know yourself. One way I know myself is to, before I go into an interview, I go take a look at my resume, right? And I go down and recite in my mind how I would talk about each of those interview experiences, what I've done specifically for those jobs, right? There will be questions about asking you to solve problems. Well, when you don't know how to solve it at the first go and there are some things that are unclear, ask the interviewer, be humble about it. And then from the information that they're telling you, you build on top of that, right? And then present your solution that way. So that's gonna help you guys land a job at Google. Or anywhere.
So I'm here tonight to give back to the Cal students because I graduated from here, and when I was at Cal, I find that I was lost most of the times. After I've navigated myself through the academic world, I didn't really know what to do professionally. So tonight, I want to come here as a person who's been out in the industry working for several years to just kind of share my experience with them and let them know that, hey, there are these options out there. You go into grad school or whatever, but what is most important is just really to know yourself. So I just really want to pass that message along to them.
Know yourself really well before you go in there, because that's what it's all about. It's basically them trying to get a feel for who you are. The medical school interview is very basic in the sense of the key common question is, why do you want to be a doctor? And if you cannot answer that, it's the same thing, why do you want to work for Google? Why do you want to work for Deloitte? If you can't answer that, a real sense of confidence, of passion and sincerity, you're not going to come across. You can basically come across as fake. At the end, I'm going to basically just like Google with you. Do you have any questions for me? and you need to have the questions. You need to basically know school. At least have 2 or 3 questions, minimum. They're really true questions, not just, what can I find on the internet here that sounds interesting. Something that actually you're really curious about. Oh, I really want to do some study abroad. I want to do medicine in third world countries. Do you guys have a program that supports me that I can do that for a semester or for a rotation? And that's a sincere question. So it's all about you also interviewing them. It's not just basically them seeing whether or not you're fit for their school. It's to see whether or not they're also fit for you. I stepped in and basically picked out 4 key mentees that I work with out of the 90. Basically Michael, Jess, Alex, and Lisa. And just from the 4 of us, or 5 of us together, we put this whole thing together. So it was basic, and we did it in I think a span of about 2 months, right? Yeah. 2 months we put this whole thing together. I think what we showed was that if you involved the student organizations in there, and you involve basically someone who understands mentoring, you can pretty much make any event happen, any event successful.
As Francis was mentioning, you want to be confident, but you don't want to be arrogant, and there certainly is a difference between that. When you go in, you want to have a good demeanor, you want to be energetic, you want to be positive, but you also want to keep in mind that, you know, because they're expecting you to be nervous, you're probably going to be a bit nervous, but if you enunciate and you speak slowly and, you know, in a clear and, you know, maybe concise manner, then they'll realize that, yes, okay, maybe this candidate is nervous, but at least they're able to articulate their thoughts. So in terms of the first step of interviewing, you want to be able to make sure that you do present a very good, you know, first couple minute impression, and that you're able to kind of carry that through by being calm, cool, and collected, even if you are possibly a little nervous inside.
Gentlemen, never wear sleeveless shirts no matter what. You might have great biceps, but keep that for the beach. Same with ladies, please be conservative about the neckline. I know a lot of dresses and clothing now is really deep cut, but keep that for somewhere else, not for a formal dinner, especially if it's a business interview dinner. If you see that your fork or spoon is dirty, don't wipe it with your napkin, like that's habit for some of us. If you see it's dirty, just ask for a new one. If your fork or spoon falls on the ground, scoot it under the table, ask for a new one. Above the table. And don't rest your elbows on the table. It's okay to rest your wrists when you're eating, and also when you're resting, it's okay to put your hands on your lap, but always try to keep your hands above you. Slice with your right hand, and then you switch and you eat with your right hand. And I talked about how you eat, like outwards in, what utensils and what to do with your napkin. One big talking point that I had was when you're at an interview dinner, how do you eat, talk, slice, do everything all at once? So that was another issue. And the last thing was like a wrap up, what you do after dinner. And so I feel like even though I kind of skimmed over like general talking points, I was able to give at least, hopefully, a few good tips about each area. So when a student or anyone goes out to an important formal dinner interview, that they have the tools to eat correctly.
When I was at Cal, I got an alumni scholarship, so other people helped me. People opened doors for me, people gave opportunities to me. And so, I always liked the philosophy of paying it forward. So, this is a way to do that. Things are tough right now, and if I can help make a Cal student's experience a little nicer, it's a nice way to give back. There's no negative to it, it doesn't take much time. Why not? I mean, we're all supposed to be one family, so go Bears.
Tonight